We're doomed. Humans are the gods of war, an alien diplomat's horrifying revelation. I am Arvel of the Teloni, chief envoy of the Galactic Concord. My life has been words, not weapons. Where others wage war, I weave peace. My tongue is sharper than any blade, my mind a shield against the storms of politics. I thought I understood the galaxy. But then I met humanity. And I realized we are doomed. 1. First contact. Humans had arrived late to the galactic stage. Their signals were messy, their ships crude, their bodies fragile. We scoffed at their awkward attempts at diplomacy. Yet curiosity prevailed, and the Council sent me as emissary to Earth. The journey was uneventful, but what I found on arrival unsettled me. Their world was scarred. Not by invasion, but by themselves. Ruins of past wars dotted continents, memorials etched into stone and steel. They greeted me with smiles, but their eyes told another story, eyes that had stared too long into fire and refused to blink. They welcomed me warmly, too warmly. A predator's courtesy. 2. The lesson of history. In the halls of their capital, I was shown their museums. I expected art, culture, philosophy. I found war. Walls covered with weapons from every age. Spears, bows, rifles, cannons, bombs. Stories of empires rising and falling in endless conflict. My guide, a human historian named Dr. Hale, spoke with reverence and sorrow. War has shaped us. Every advancement, every empire, every fall we learned through struggle. I asked, appalled, does war not disgust you? Do you not seek to end it? He paused, his eyes dark. We seek peace. But we prepare for war. Because peace does not last. The words rang in my skull like a death knell. 3. The demonstration. Days later, I was invited to observe a human military exercise. I thought it would be ceremonial. Instead, it was horror given form. Simulated urban ruins, soldiers moving like shadows. Machines and men coordinating seamlessly. Drones buzzing overhead, artillery striking with precision. But it was their minds that terrified me most. Where we planned months ahead, they adapted in seconds. Where we hesitated at risk, they leapt into chaos. I watched as one squad, cut off and surrounded, did not retreat. They pressed forward, laughing, laying traps that annihilated twice their number. When it ended, their commander, a scarred woman with fire in her eyes, said simply, "Good." But in real combat, I expect faster. Faster. As if slaughter had not been swift enough. 4. The revelation of war. I could not sleep that night. I wandered Earth's archives, desperate to prove to myself that this was exaggeration. That they were not what I feared. Instead, I found records of their wars. Hundreds. Thousands. Entire generations lost. Weapons that scorched skies and poisoned worlds. And yet, again and again, they rose from ashes stronger than before. Other species fought wars to survive. Humans waged wars that redefined survival itself. They did not merely fight enemies. They fought concepts, tyranny, oppression, even fate itself. And they won. Even when they lost, they adapted, endured, and returned sharper, crueler, unstoppable. In that moment, I understood, humanity was not forged by war. Humanity was war, given flesh. 5. The Kreel offensive. As if the galaxy sought to prove my terror justified, the Kreel struck soon after. Their fleets descended on the border systems, tearing through defenses. The Council convened in panic, debating endlessly, paralyzed by fear. The humans did not debate. They deployed. Their fleets were smaller, their ships less advanced. But where the Kreel relied on brute force, humans wielded cunning. Where others retreated, humans counterattacked with ferocity. I watched from the safety of the council chambers as human squadrons turned ambushes into massacres. They sacrificed ships to draw Kreel into traps, laughing as they burned. They fought with a cruelty only predators could wield. And they won. The Kreel, who had slaughtered countless worlds, faltered against them. For the first time, the tide turned. 6. The Diplomat's horror. The council praised humanity as saviors. Delegates cheered, calling them protectors of civilization. But I could not share in their joy. I had seen the truth. Humans fought the Kreel not only to defend us. They fought because war was their nature. Because against an enemy who threatened everything, humanity had found its perfect stage. I recalled Dr. Hale's words, "We seek peace. But we prepare for war." It was not preparation. It was worship. War was their god, and they were its chosen children. 7. The private conversation. I confronted Captain Mara, the commander I had seen in the exercises. Why do you throw yourselves into fire? Why embrace suffering? Why fight as though death itself bows before you? She regarded me with pity, as one might a child. Because someone has to. If not us, then who? Her words should have comforted me. They did not. Because I saw no hesitation in her eyes. Only acceptance. Humanity did not fear the role of war. They owned it. 8. The final reflection. Now I sit in my quarters, writing this report no one will heed. The council celebrates, oblivious. The Kreel retreat, broken. Humanity smiles among us, shaking hands, drinking wine, wearing the mask of diplomats. But I know what they are. Not allies. Not saviors. Gods of war. And gods cannot be controlled. We are doomed, not because they will betray us, but because they will save us. And when the galaxy sees what salvation looks like through human eyes, it will never be the same.